はい、皆さん、こんばんは。Buenas noches todos, and good evening, everyone. Merry Christmas to you all. Hope you had a fun time. Yeah, I was just, okay, today, yeah, it's supposed to be my factoid dumping day, but then there were a few things that I came across on a VR chat that might be worthwhile taking a peek at. So I'm gonna be doing a sort of world tour, I shall we say, of that you can only you find in if you look around in the JP side, not in NA side. So if you could bear with, if you could just have fun with, take a tour with me. Okay, this is one of those weird. Okay, it's a Japanese. No, let me rephrase that. This is one of those weird ones that you cannot. I've tried searching phone within a VR chat, and I just could not actually pin it down. The only way I could find it was go through the official site. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, through the official site of the Sengi, and excuse me. It better be behind. Yeah, I was standing behind it too. So, anyways, yeah, of this official site of Hiroshige. It's this is one of those people who were uh yeah, one of the not ukiyo-e, but the more of a standard brochure type of drawing. He did quite a bit of scenery shot pictures. And the thing is, yeah, these actually did affect quite a bit of Western artists as well, especially for the dumbest reason, because what happens at the back then, yeah, between us 16th century up to 19th century, Japan have shut down all the diplomatic ties with outside world. The thing, however, there were some trade going on through Dutch, and yeah, and some of them included dishes, porcelains, and what caught artists' eyes were not the porcelain itself, but the what they used to wrap it was. They were actually wrapping it up with ukiyo-e. These what what should be art stuff, but then these are wooden prints, so not too surprising. But anyways, that's enough. Anyways, yeah, and as I say, this doesn't show up on the world search in in within the VR chat for some reason. I If you restrict the keyword, it might prop up, but turn up with a Hiroshi and nothing. Metaverse, maybe. Anyway, so that's just that's why I needed yeah. あ、しまった。Excuse me. Yeah, I had the VR chat fired up, but then I looks like this thing had to launch the pretty thing again, so excuse me for a moment. Let me just tinker around with, yeah, there you go. Oh man, it's on the kind of forced desktop mode, so it's not gonna be quite pretty, shall we say. Anyways, let me just undo the hide the but yeah, so there is a world called Hiroshige, and even worse, I couldn't even list it as part of the favorite. So if anyone, yeah, once I archive it, I'll put a link to it. But yeah, that's why I'm not on desktop VR headset mode. I'm on the desktop mode intentionally. So welcome to the yeah. The thing is, it's 100% free. So Nihonbashi. Ah, yeah. This is one of the what made him famous. The portrait of Tokaido, the traveling route between Edo slash Tokyo all the way up to Kyoto. And this is the starting point of Nihonbashi. いいなぁ。this one is out of a 100 selection of scenes from Edo. Yeah, Edo ka, this, yes, Silk Lane. Golden Macho Hair, Gofukuten. So it's, or you can even see the other side. What the clothing area, I see. Ogiya Naikafu. Hmm. This is another of the route connecting between Tokyo and this one? Yeah, it was Kyoto, Osaka, I think. 基礎街道だから, no, this would be for, instead of going through the Pacific side, this one would travel through the midsection of Japan, which means it ain't gonna be, yeah, through the mountainous regions. Yeah, the route was never paved, but then they actually had at least quite a bit of nesting points between and also they actually did set up quite a bit of what's you call it, the towns, yeah, basically inns. It was in walking distance within one day. That's why that's why if you look up Tokaido side, the east, the traveling route on the Pacific side is 54 uh towns connecting. Basically, that's how long it usually takes to travel. What the heck are you guys doing? Oh, let me guess. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, man taking a peeking into the bath, and of course they're fucking drunk. And you notice that the guy on the on the right is holding something, and then most likely it's it's snack that was supposed to be something to eat with booze, but then you notice the cat or the dog actually steering it behind him. And the guy crouched over. If you look at his hand, yeah, he's holding a boot. That's the bottle that usually holds booze. Yep, they're fucking drunk. トンビに唐揚げ. Yeah. So basically, just depicting the proverbs in literary, I guess. Oh. So basically, two merchants got into fighting. One carrying the bean curd, and the other carrying a fish. And guess what? Yep, they were gone. Yeah, they used to put bamboo leaves inside beside beside the fish or anything like that because they have quite a bit of antiseptic effect, and that is why if you see modern sushi, you'd see a green partition sitting there. That's because yeah, they actually did used to use actual real bamboo leaves to separate the rice. Oh, I mean sushi. What the heck? Okay, yeah. The literacy of Japan was ridiculously high, as it turns out, even in the medieval times. Enough that there were quite a bit of, and this is one of the reasons. Yes, there were a bunch of kids. There were quite a bit of commoners, people, even in town or out of out in the burbs. They actually had quite a bit of schools teaching kids how to read or do mathematics. And of course, the kids being kids, yeah, trying to scare the shit out of the teacher from the looks of it. うん、so the scenery shots of famous for the right for the maple trees and cherry yeah, and a cherry blossom.
The painting on the right is of Yoshino in Nara, a place famous for cherry blossoms. The painting on the left is of the Tatsuta River, also located in Nara, which is famous for autumn leaves. The river and raft of both works are drawn from the centre and drift downwards, indicating that the two paintings are a pair. These paintings are known as Tendo Hiroshige. Hiroshige is best known for his ukiyo-e woodblock prints, such as the 53 stations of the Tokaido Road. But he also used a brush to paint directly onto silk or paper. Compared to prints that could be mass-produced, there are very few of his paintings in existence today. Each individual painting is unique, making them very valuable. I just explained that these paintings are called Tendo Hiroshige. I would now like to introduce an episode explaining the origin of this name. The collection of paintings produced for the Tendo domain of present-day Yamagata Prefecture are collectively referred to as the Tendo Hiroshige. During the late Edo period, the Tendo domain was in a state of financial difficulty and only managed to make ends meet with money from wealthy merchants and farmers. In return, they were given Hiroshige's paintings, now known as the Tendo Hiroshige. It's said that approximately 100 pairs were made, and these paintings are one of the pairs. Currently, they are carefully preserved and exhibited at the Hiroshige Museum of Art in Tendo City. It's believed that Hiroshige painted this group of works at his home in Edo, and then carried them to Tendo to be mounted and boxed. These invaluable works that were painted for the people of Tendo have since been carefully passed down by the people of Tendo.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that was nice. But yeah, I did notice that yeah, these all the others wooden block printings, but this one is actually yeah, it is handwritten, hand drawn too. Nice. Okay, another famous scenery from Tokyo slash Edo. Cherry blossom in full bloom. Goteyama ka. Yep, people drinking in a public. Yeah, it's not like NA where they had the major prohibition. It still is allowed anyways. To moderation, of course. 吉原の夜か。Again, from a scene in Tokyo, near Asakusa. Yeah, Yoshiwara, if you're interested, you can look it up. See what it means. I'm not gonna say it. Don't feel like talking about it anyways. It's not a quite NFSW, but then it's a bit sensitive. Falls into sensitive side as well. 亀田天神か。I don't know how much of the arch is actually warped for the sake of artistic license, but then they were not, many of them were arched just so that the ships can boats can get through underneath. Because back in the old days, when they didn't have highways, the moats and the canals were the transportation route for the of the goods. So you don't see that much in modern Tokyo, but then it was all over the place in these times. 両国橋の the firework. This still happens to modern day. The firework at Ryogoku in summer night happens. And this actually did quite lead to, if you can guess, there was a time when, there were a couple times when the bridge actually did collapse. And yeah, basic engineering fail, of course, that you'd see on YouTube somewhere, but yep. And the boats, yeah, that's all over the place too. So they actually had the not just transport boat, but then also the for leisure boat like that. よいしょ。太陽カンパチ。金沢か。So this is just outside of Tokyo. The view, the view, a bit more. Which way would that be? Southwest of Tokyo. In three sets again. Oh, three sets is it? Eh? 猿若町。At night. よいしょ。Let's see, just see what happens.
This work depicts the former theatre district located in current-day Asakusa, Tokyo.
それでか。
In the painting, the street is lined with theatres on the right and tea houses on the left. The vibrant scene is a snapshot into bustling daily life during Japan's Edo period. Looking closely at the faces of the people on the street, different colours are used to distinguish men and women, offering a glimpse at one of Hiroshige's trademark characteristics. In fact, this wonderful work has a deep connection to overseas. First, let's take a close look at how the street scene in this work is drawn. The buildings on both sides get smaller towards the back of the screen. This is a perspective technique of European origin that expresses depth on a plane called one-point perspective. Next, let's examine the shadows of the pedestrians walking down the street. The long shadows at the people's feet accentuate the brightness of the full moon at night. In ukiyo-e paintings, shadows are rarely used, making this work's expression particularly Western. Although Japan was still under the policy of Sakoku that restricted trade with foreign countries at the time this work was produced, trade was still allowed in a few designated areas. As a result, ukiyo-e artists based in Japan were exposed to European paintings and incorporated the style into their own artwork. It is believed that this ukiyo-e print, which travelled outside Japan in the 19th century, inspired the Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh to paint Café Terrace at night while he was living in France.
Oh.
In this way, foreign painters have been attracted to ukiyo-e that incorporates foreign techniques, resulting in a relationship where they influenced one another. With that being said, let's feel as if we have entered the picture frame and enjoy the atmosphere of the moonlight and the theatre district.
Okay, that's why on the if you look on the right side, there's actually if you look up on the roof, there's a basket up there. That's most likely the spot where the production company actually make an announcement of the start of the parade. And on the left side, it's the tea houses. That's why. Yeah, there's no entrance. It just says anyone who doesn't feel like going in can take a seat on the edge and have a tea there. And you also notice that there's a tiny bit of a, yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but then on the left side there's a bit of a street merchant doing a business in the middle of the street, and just directly to the left there's a cargo, a carrying basket. Uh, for anyone who started the yeah, it's before the wheel came, rickshaw before the wheel came in, pretty much. Two people carry the basket, and yeah, transport the passenger to the destination, kind of ones. And on the right, okay, the triangular stuff you see there, that's basically a water tank, water reserve. It's not it ain't a whole lot to do. It's because it's all wooden stuff. So basically, the general fighting technique principle there in these times was preventive destruction. If the fire starts up, they tear down the building as much as possible to prevent the fire from spreading. And those waters usually meant not to extinguish fires, but to for the firefighters to splash themselves and prevent them from getting hurt. That was usually the trick. So that's one of the things that that was uncovered. And Asakusa was more of a, yeah, known for the temple and the people going in, and basically business sprawling around with the to accommodate for the people who visit the temple. So that's why you see tons of stores all over the place, and it still is this way to the date. And keep in mind, this is not it does get confused, but this is not a shrine. This is a Buddhist temple. So if you ever attend there, keep that in mind. This is the 20th stop of Tokaido. I got, yeah, okay, so yeah, like I say, basically there was a bit of towns that sprung up at at the space of one day of travel time. That's one of them, where yeah, basically the inns kind of clustered into that kind of in that kind of spot. Eh, Stone Stone no eh, Mountain River. Whoa. よいしょ。
This work depicts the Kiso area near the border of current-day Nagano Prefecture and Gifu Prefecture, which was a section on the Nakasendo Highway that once connected Edo and Kyoto. By the way, Kiso Kaido is another name for Nakasendo. The appeal of this work is no doubt the power of the snowy mountains drawn across the 3 screens. Looking at the 3 continuous screens, can you find the small village at the end of the mountain bridge on the left screen? Or the person crossing the small bridge towards the bottom of the right screen? In this way, by drawing the existence of humans on a small scale, the snowy mountains stand out in size. Please approach closer for a better look. The breathtakingly beautiful mountain snow is expressed by the soft white of Japanese paper itself, with no paint used. This work is one in a series of 3 triptychs on the theme of snow, moon, and flower, which explore the natural beauty of the 4 seasons. The first work is 8 views of Kanazawa in the Musashi province, which depicts the moon at Kanazawa Hakkei in Yokohama. The second work is Naruto Strait in Awa province, set in Awa, Tokushima, and where the whirlpool waves are said to resemble flowers. And then this work, Mountain River on the Kiso Road, which explores the theme of snow in Kiso. All of these stunning works show the overwhelming power of Hiroshige, a painter specialized in landscape paintings. Among the 3 works, you can also enjoy 8 views of Kanazawa in the Musashi province at the VR Art Museum. The atmosphere in this powerful work is otherworldly. It depicts the calm sea at Kanazawa Hakkei, with the moon gently floating in the background. Please take a look for yourself.
Oui. 目黒で Oh, again. Fantastic house. Oh, this is actually one of the, not wooden bridge actually, as it turns out. Yeah, you can see the scratches, because it was made, like I said, it's a wooden curve. No, it's not a scratch, it's the, yeah, ink blots. 隅田川か。Another, one of the major rivers going through Tokyo or Edo in the winter time. Whoa. But yeah, it's a wooden block print. That's why you see multiple steps of the again Hiroshige, the artist himself, and the curver. 養老の滝か。万年橋深川か。Ah, they're not even actually. He's not even showing the full thing, full bridge, but actual view from the bridge. And who the hell hanged the snapping turtle from there? And you can see the Mount Fuji and the river. Like I said, was considered the major transport conduit of Tokyo back then. Hakone ka. For otaku people, this is where yeah, this is where the third Tokyo is gonna be in in Evangelion. Otherwise, it was one of the major spot. Oh, what the hell! It's just instead of me talking along.
This work depicts the scenery of Hakone, a Shukuba post town along the Tokaido Road. In the background on the left is Mount Fuji, covered in pure white snow powder. In the foreground on the right is a procession of an Edo-era daimyo and his vassals. The narrow, rugged, steep slopes show the rigour of crossing the mountains of Hakone. This work is one piece in Hiroshige's famous collection, The 53 Stations of the Tokaido Road. The series depicts the scenery of the 53 Shukuba post stations along the Tokaido Road, connecting Nihonbashi in Edo and Sanjo Ohashi in Kyoto. As one of the most popular works of Hiroshige, you may have already heard about this series of prints. But did you know that there are many editions of the famous The 53 Stations of the Tokaido Road in existence? Actually, there are various versions published by different publishers, and each version is uniquely different. This work here was printed by the publisher Hoeido and called the Hoeido Tokaido or Hoeido edition, and is the most well-known version of the series. The backside of artwork that you normally cannot see is also exhibited at the VR Art Museum. Please reach out to grab the artwork and try handling it yourself. Rotate it around to closely examine the texture of Japanese paper and see traces of the printer's baren rubbing pad, a Japanese printing tool, on the back side.
Yeah, around the water part, they when they did the printing, they rubbed in circular motion around here from the looks of it. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, hell, I'm going back in as in a VR mode on one of these days. Huh. Okay, so yeah, been spending way too long here. Like I say, it's one of those leave the post. I'll leave the link to the world. The problem is with this one is that the okay, so I can't add it after all. Nope, I can't for some reason. Yeah, there's no way of adding it to the favorite world, but so like I say, I'll leave the link on the description on the Twitch and on the YouTube. So let's just excuse me for a moment. Let me just move on to the other one. I want to look up. this is one reason I had to wait till today, because this just came online on Thursday or Wednesday, and hell, it just remind me to go back into the Hiroshige world with in a VR mode one of these days again. Yeah, 1956 toy stuff. So This was the biggest studio back in the time, and this where if I what I remember is correct, would be where the Mazinger Z and that kind of stuff back in those days were made. Yeah, this was this how they used to film in the old days, where it's a multi-layered camera, multi-layered. So basically, a background on one pane, and yeah, multi cells on the other panes to give the sense of depth, and take one frame at a time. So basically, that's why if you see the pre anime back before yeah, about before the Eternal Century, before it became 2000 year 2000s, even some okay. Yeah, you'd see the you don't see that many light effects, such as the one in laser or that kind of stuff, because they had to shoot it that actually requires a multi retakes of the same shot, basically in the kind of in the same vein as the greenback screen shot. あ、ここまだあれか。Oh, in case you have to do live action filming, I see. Yeah, I can't pin down the title, but then they did quite a bit. They did. I know they did that kind of a movie based out of a Chinese legend. I can't remember exactly which one or the bloody effing title of it. Not too sure why there's that face. Oh, hey, they had to replicate the washroom as well from the looks of it. Okay, the supervising section, and this still the filming. Like I said, they had to take quite a bit of that actually does take up quite a bit of space, and of course, yeah, so they would need a bit more space for the live filming as well. Not a bad way to, not kind of interesting way to archive the old-fashioned studio where they used to do hand drawing. And Cubby, so this is actually the, yeah, this would be the, where they used to do all the drawings all over the place. Yeah. And they can't do some of the more famous ones because of the copyright issues and whatnot, I guess. That's why, that's what they're using the some of the lesser known titles or the imaginary one, like imaginary one, but still you can associate with some other titles that actually did exist for real. Eh. And one of the primary reasons these kind of hand-drawn animation cells actually went away was at the back in year 2000. I can't remember, 3 or 4 or 5. Fujifilm was producing the last of the cell phones. That is a industry that was in yeah, industrial, that could actually withstand the use in Japanese animation cells. It went out of production, and basically they were every single studio forced into digital time. And the very last one, of course, that made a switch was actually Sazae-san. For the reasons they don't, they had, yeah, they didn't have that much stock of the, they had stocked it up, and they don't use that much sheet. Oh, it's actually even had. Hmm? Okay, that was the screening room. This was this was, yeah, recording room. So oh, projection. Yeah, I see. But yeah, and the reason it was yeah, the major reason the Japanese dubbing actually is the way it is. Okay, like the Disney one is simple, because when the original dub was done, the very first couple, they were using vinyl, not tape, so they couldn't take it on separate track. Each voice actors in separate tracks and then record and merge it afterwards. They had to do it on a single shot. That is one of the reasons. And beyond that, it became yeah, they start the fact that the voice actors in Japan, they don't see themselves. Many of the especially the old-fashioned people, they don't see it as voice acting, but they're just actors specializing in voice. So they would actually do quite a bit of that open an actual praise, studio praise, and that kind of stuff as well. Ah, Hakujaten ka. The White Snake. That's what it's one of their own titles without someone else C mark. That's why they were using that on the inside, and I assume that's what they're filming in those days when the studio opened up. From the looks of it. Excuse me. Okay, and just yeah, I'm just excuse. Yeah. Apparently, this one of those down in the Bunkyo ward of Tokyo. Basically, they've set up a VR chat world to promote their region, their piece of town. So see what turns up. Okay, so that's why they're saying that because of the aging population and whatnot, the towns are many of the small towns are dying out, and so in order to show the world what their town can do, that's why they created this world, just to show a piece of the town in condensed form to attract and also to transmit all the latest news and whatnot. Civic Center. Yeah, there's no English writings here. Oishiso looks good. The soba shop, buckwheat noodle shop, handmade. I see. Basically not quite the brick road as you see as paved, but then the sidewalk with the brick walls, heading into Tokyo Daigaku. Mikawa Inari, へえ、this is where basically a sub shrine of the shrine that the Ieyasu Tokugawa, the first shogun of Tokugawa clan, made a prayer to in case before a battle. Ameyasu. Granted, this was considered the edge of Edo proper. ちょっと面白いな、これは。But yeah, this would be one of those. It'd be interesting to have one of these in for Vancouver or North Van. 元町公園へ。Oh, this was actually made as part of the great earthquake after the great earthquake of Tokyo, and it's still considered picked as one of the 100 historic park of Japan, using the Italian Renaissance style. My god. Actually, might as well just move on to the next one. And wait. Okay, okay, this one I wanted to see, but then there's another nice one. Digital Ueno Park. What the freaking hell? Yeah, in the northern part of the mainland Honshu, there's quite a bit of a fetish with potato hot pot, and there's even a VRChat world for it. Okay, I didn't have to see that. Again, this is one of those digital archive type of the a station that once existed up to when was it? Up to it was in use till 1997, and it was was decommissioned in 2004. and it was part of the station for Keisei, not the JR, but Keisei train, Ueno station. That is meant for the museum and zoo. Ah, 懐かしい。Oh yeah, so basically they actually did recreate not the brand new, not in the brand new state, but then the way it was, the direct state that it was in, that just before it was shut down. Whoa. Yeah, Clean World in a VR chat digital metaverse is fine, but then this is something else as well. Whoa. So this would actually take me to the other side of platform, I bet. Hmm? Okay. No, this is not quite rendered correctly, so you don't see the one side of the railway, the rail as it should exist, like just, yeah. I think I'm in trouble. I hear a train coming in. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Why the hell? Whoa. Okay, I just want to see the other digital of Winter Park myself. Alright, this is more for my curiosity than anything else. うわ、懐かしいな。Again, the same idea from the looks of it. It's meant to archive the what was the old Winter Park as is. Okay, this better be a beta version because it's so effing grainy. And this one is another, apparently Inokashira. That's another replication of the old trains. Not quite. This one is still in use. So not a bad way to do a tourism around, I suppose. Oh yeah, so this they're using an automated gate, so yeah, it's got to be a more modern, modern version of a station, of course. For the handicapped, I see. The family room. There was one interesting case of incident happening out of one of these, where there's a sensor to open up the door. Yeah, there's one that wasn't designed too well, and the baby station was right next to the sensor. Mommy was doing a business, and the baby wiggled. Yeah, that actually did open up the set off the sensor. Oh, they actually even have indoor sheltered waiting spot in case of a bad weather. I see. Uh, yeah, this one is those old-fashioned station with no safety gate, so in case anyone falls overload, there's a safety refuge area when you can't climb up. When you can't climb up. That's the emergency step. Got it. So they only let you into one side. 井の頭公園. The reason I picked it, there was a park nearby that actually had a bunch of squirrels. They just love squirrels. That's why. And but yeah, no, it's a hell of a nice spot to be in, especially in the middle of fucking winter. In winter wonderland right now. Oh, what the hey? Add it. Add it. Oh yeah. Just one nutcase. Uh, world that is worse than the one I showed a while ago. There's this nutcase world creator who decided to make a world of eroge that doesn't exist. Yeah, all this, it doesn't exist. Yeah. Like I say, this is 100% fictional game. Like, literally speaking, it doesn't exist. あ、違った。Okay, yeah. Okay, excuse me. The VR chat just crashed. F you. Excuse me. Ain't a bad time to end it too, but then I might as well just go through. I've got a couple more worlds that I had on. Okay, it just had to there's a couple more interesting. Wonder if it's still around. Excuse me. Yeah. There's ones that I was kind of curious to see if it's still around or not. Oh, it's still there. It's basically the whole world was made to market the avatar Chise. That's what they said. That's the original intent of this world. So I ain't gonna say anything. I'm just gonna take a ground. Kinda. Just making sure what I'm looking. I am doing okay. Hi, 言ってるな。はい。見てへんわ。Not what you ordered? Well, no, it ain't. It's. Like I said, this is the whole world created just to market, she said. With a budget of, I don't even want to know. Yeah, there's you can actually swim or even go to sleep, VR sleep as well. I'm not gonna say anything. 可愛いんだがな、キセさん。And yeah, all the outfit variations, I think. I This fallback, it can be fallback. It can handle the quest 2 nerfing as well. And the color palette from hell, I see. Oi. Micro bikini. Oh, look at the pretty kawaii now. Holy crap. Have a date with me? I don't think so, they all think so. So they even went to great lengths to actually express the squishiness of the skin. Ako ya. There's a nutcase world to ya, I suppose. Add the favorite? Yeah, hell yeah. でもって、is quite a bit. Okay, this one series of art museums, that one I'm gonna skip over. Cause just okay, I'll just yeah, I'll do the other one first, and then I'll go through the. Yeah, there's a VR dating, VR sleeping, and then there's also a VR drinking as well. So there's actually an izakaya specifically meant for izakaya world meant for that. Apparently. Yeah, sure. Closed bar, dead bottom. Yeah, that's a nice one. Okay, so there's a help wanted ad here for some reason. Why the hell would you want to actually make an ad in the middle of a drinking place? What kawaii. Be someone else. Yeah, sure. Drinking party in a VR chat from the midnight Japan time. Yeah, sure. Usually there is actually a sticker around here in a bar that actually says if the cops do patrol here, but then instead of police, it's no pody. In other words, quest avatars for the looks of it. Hi. Okay, ashtray, lighter, cigarette, WTF. Oh, cigarette pieces, drinks. Yeah, there's a drink called the Onigoroshi, Ogre Slayer, and this one is close cousin to that, I guess. It says Succubus Killer. I don't even want to know. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a nostalgia type of place. A CRT TV. Not a fat, not a fucking fat, no, one of the fat deck type TV. That be a project? Yes, I know, we know. Who the heck? Kawaii no na. That's how people came in, I guess. Yeah, this is, we are streaming in December 25th, Canadian Pacific Standard Time, so it's almost there. But they're actually streaming the New Year's music. Hi. Okay, yeah, and of course, they if the bar celebrity comes along, they get autograph, but then that's why it's there. But yeah, I'm the only one in the shop right now, of course. Does it actually go up as well? For a small yeah, party section, I guess. Okay, I'm not saying anything. いいな、これ. Not a bad place to hang out in if you're. Okay, so let's just wrap it up with just bunch of art museums in the world. Yeah, this one's loading up slow, of course. So this one will contain quite a bit of one-to-one bunch of works from ancient time up to 19th century of the Western art in one-to-one scale. And it does, for those of you who want to access with Quest, there is actually separate world for the Quest. They actually did they did go overboard with the resolution of the pictures. They're all
通称
4Ks.
黒い絵。スペインの画家フランシスコ・デ・ゴヤが晩年に自分の別荘のために描いた絵の総称です。ゴヤはこの黒い絵に囲まれた家で4年間ほぼ外出せずに過ごしたといいます。なぜ黒い絵と呼ばれるのか。これらの絵を見ればその理由がわかるでしょう。人間の体をむさぼり食う怪物。悪魔の象徴である黒ヤギを囲んで執り行われる儀式。暗いところで集まる人々。14枚描かれたこの黒い絵たちを順番に見ていき、最後はなぜゴヤがこのような絵を描いたのか考察してみることにしましょう。レオカディ。
Oh.
黒いベールをかぶった喪服とおぼしき姿の女性がどこかに寄りかかっています。この女性はゴヤの愛人だったと言われているレオカディア・ワイスという
The Da
人物
Vinci version.
ゴヤが67歳の時に同棲し、子
Raphael.
供を設けました。しかし、彼女は実は結婚しており、ゴヤとは不倫関係にあったといいます。そんな後ろめたい関係を築いたレオカディアに喪服を着せ、他の黒い絵と一緒に別荘に飾ったのには、
But yeah, there's that kind of art, I suppose. So
魔女の野縁
that you can't even see,
黒い
you
ヤギ
can't
と
go
白い
into
衣装を
in
着
the
た
real
小
world.
さな人を中心にたくさんの人が集まっています。目元が影がかった人が恐る恐る覗くようにヤギの方を見ています。
So it's just that that thing's bugging me. So, and besides, it's a Western art, so you guys can go get see it in the North American world as well. I mean English world. So why not? Anchor world seems to be a kind of interesting one. So all the world where you see it as underwater. Okay, definitely coming back in VR headset mode next time.
本日はご来場いただきありがとうございます。この美術館は水中をテーマにしたイラストを水の中の空間で楽しむ世界となっております。総勢29名のイラストレーターの作品を展示しています。1階中央の台座には参加者の名前を展示フロア別に記載しています。ぜひご参考にしてください。天井を見上げますと美しい水の揺らめきもご覧いただけます。この空間も一つの作品としてご観覧いただければと思います。この展示が皆様のひとときの楽しみとなれば幸いです。ナレーションは塩張環奈がお送りいたしました。
That's the part that gets me. The middle part. Yeah, I'm quite sure some artist people who can actually describe the world better than I can, but yeah, me, I don't have that much of words. All I can say is whoa, I suppose. Yeah, Quest version is gonna be really nerfed, I'm pretty sure. That's why I use the Steam version, and then it just get fed, that gets fed into a Quest. あー、これかわいい。B section. Okay, yeah, this I'd love to see it on the VR for sure. This is actually the world that is dedicated for the that actually collects the artwork from the my Anis Hololive EN member. That's coming up next. Eh? 旅の途中。Okay, if anyone wants it, audio guide there. I'm not gonna bother with that. Oh, the background art for the OBS. How? The rest of the Holo members. Watson, Gura, Kariope. そうか。あーちゃんはあ、レネチか。おかゆと、コロコロ。これやとのは。で、黒にだけなんでここ。そうそう、see a whole live JP だったんだろう。 Okay, that's another art museum, art scene. Yeah, we'll be saving for sure. There's a couple more, yeah, anime style, but there's ones that I definitely would love to see on a VR mode. Or maybe I should just keep it on the, yeah, this one I'll definitely save it and then revisit again. There's a... This is more or less a collection of a VR artist, Jae-hyuk Lee, he painted, okay, Korean I see, using a VR paint tool. Credit and yada yada yada. Ah. Yeah, this definitely does have to be seen on a VR headset. As well as the Aqua Gallery. Ah. Whoa. Like it's literally you get sucked into the art. Whoa. In the fire. uh, In the line of duty. Whoa. Okay, there's another one here. Yep. Train name, but then museum VR painting. Again, I should be disgracing it with just visiting with desktops for sure.なんでカップそば？Depending on the art, there's a blue button. You will be sucked into it. There is a way to get to the next world from there on, so read carefully, it says. Hmm? どうやって行くんだろう、次。おう Yeah, that's the nice part about the VR art. You don't have to worry about the distance of staying away from it or touching it or driving into it. Kawaii! That's the new HC, that's the new HC, art, for sure. Asakiri in the morning dew. Eating? in order to move on, you click on the moon. Ah. Hmm? Right? O O D Uck. Yeah, it looks two-dimensional, but these are. Oh wow. Oh wow. WTF? Why? Oh well. Because it can't be done, I suppose. Yeah, it'll move on. You click on the drag the ball. Ah. Oh, Phoenix.
Hang on a sec, I'm gonna see if there's an online guide or something.
Alright. Where am I going? Whoa. Still. Wow. Okay, might as well wrap it up as is. Just because. Let's see if I can get hold of. Yeah. よいしょ。あ、違うな。一票さんか。それか。Who is a mute? Mutual. Good. Episode Soul Walker. Ape Sound Dream. あれよいしょ。Okay. So let me just wrap it up with let me raid someone. I'm just looking for someone I can raid. I have some guy gonna just chatting the 猫さんもやったら変な。
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It's not my fault, I'm sure.
やめとこう、ここは。アイリスさん、ファンタズマ、LC ピーチ。PT ピルさん、ソウルワーカーやっとんのか。never mind. I'm not gonna read anyone. I'm just gonna wrap it up as is, and in that, I suppose. Anyways, okay. So thank you for coming in. Whoever came in, and have a good night, guys. And Merry Christmas to you all. じゃあご視聴ありがとうございました。てかどうしよう本当に。メールするか本当に。あやぷーさんか。レジェンキープル